root of this, and we're saying, is central banking. The central bank then violates savers' property rights up until a point, but it's also using the proceeds that it is extracting from people to set them up for further extractions via the DTCC/great taking model here.
Correct.
Is this just rooted in the broken incentives of the monetary system? Like, do you think it is a matter of, if we abolish the central bank, say today, would this problem resolve itself, or what is the...
Largely, yes.
Okay.
But procedurally, you need a little more work, because then what people need to understand is that laws always have revisions. New precedence is established in the court system and appellate court system. But this process began in the United States and then permeated to Europe and Japan. So this is a global coordination of loss of property rights. I have my own views and conjecture on why they did this, what agenda is it serving, but largely it's just asset stripping and property rights stripping. I mean, it cannot be summed up greater than what Klaus Schwab said. You'll own nothing and you'll be happy.
Right.
That's such an insane statement. But all these globalist transhumanists have no soul, they don't even believe we have souls and spirits. I mean, those are direct quotes from some of the other ones at Davos. And I don't understand who would want to rule over a horribly depressed, permanently fearful society that's not productive, not producing such beauty that humanity's produced in the past.
Yeah, it blows my mind, especially when I hear the overpopulation narratives. I'm like, these people are clearly ignorant of economics, because the larger the population, actually, the more productive we would all be, to the extent there's a free market allowed to flourish, because you would have a larger and deeper division of labor, right? So in theory, productivity or GDP per capita would be increased as the population got larger, not diminished.
There's a 0.94 correlation to new household formation.
Yeah, but there's this weird Malthusian mind virus that thinks, oh no, we need to take down the population to save the planet or to save the species, or both. But it's
well, throughout all of history, the worst deeds and genocides have been done for the greater good.
Right.
You can recite over and over again, right?
Yeah.
Like, look at the so-called Bolshevik revolution, where none of them were even really ethnic Russians. They slaughtered 10 times the amount of people that died in the Holocaust, right? And how did that happen? Well, but right after World War I, or really during the ends of it, is when it was orchestrated. The beginning of it were orchestrated. I just don't understand how they've been so successful at diverting people's attention away to not even see what's happening in front of them or in the very recent past. Because usually, if you look at the fourth turning and you look at historical cycles, it takes a long time for people to forget who they are. Yeah. And somehow from 1913 to now, and really from 71 to now, where you've offshored all the industrialization of the country, you've asset stripped America, you've indebted it $35 trillion. Listen, folks, that is never going to be paid back, and was issued, never intended to be paid back.
Yeah.
I don't understand how people are not discussing this and just blatantly telling the truth. Because, Robert, we issue debt in a currency we print, that we pay interest on currency that we print, that then we burden our population with taxes that we collect, but we spend way more than we collect in taxes. It is so insane. Yeah. It's like, hey guys, there's Bitcoin over here. This is pristine collateral. You don't even have to like really fully understand what it offers you, other than like a digitalized gold that you could also store your wealth in, like gold, that's more portable. You can get into all the magic behind the no double spend and the 21 million fixed supply, the distribution of miners. But it's really just freedom of choice wrapped up in technology.
Yeah, I mean, even just the simple fact of owning something that can't be confiscated from you, or that you can custody yourself, a very defensible bearer asset, that alone has value, right? Even if it's volatile, whatever other challenges you may have with it.
Is it volatile? One Satoshi's one Satoshi.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
and I specialize in volatility, not to brag. And it's an asset class in and of itself, right? And to see how successful this is permeated both the philosophical and the spiritual and the financial.
Yeah.
It's really unbelievable, right? There's just so much benefit that reminding people who they are through this process of discovering Bitcoin. And then as Hayek said, the only way you're going to get out of the unsound money system is a private money system that's done by the sleight of hand. And that's what happened, 14 years ago. It's like the cypherpunks, Hal Finney and others created this. And it was tried before. David Chaum, right, tried it before and really perfected it. And now we see evolution. Like if you and I were sitting down 2-3 years ago, we got layer 2 on top of it. And then exactly what it was designed to do. It was not designed for currency. It is collateral. It is the central bank replacement. It will anchor the planet as the trustless, permissionless, immutable collateral with which all transactions can happen without fees and usury that is basically stolen from us every way from Sunday. Inflation, credit card fees, interest, every part of human activity is stolen from. And then ask why? Why, Robert?
Yeah.
Because there's a global bank elite protected class that doesn't want to actually produce anything and feed off the energy and spirit of others.